Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of Peasant to Pope. You are here to understand what is the team that finally gave us a chance in management, and we are showing you right now. So the team we are about to manage is none other than Aurora Pro Patria 1919, an amazing team who just lays on the last place, 20th place of Italian Serie A. We are about to manage this team and trying save this team from relegation. First, we are about to go and show you a little bit what do we have here in the squad. There is an interesting squad. If we go to the Italian Serie C at the season preview, we were let's say the odds were saying that we are supposed to finish on 11th place, Pro Patria, with a 26 odds to win the championship. Now Serie, so Juventus second team under 23 are the favorites here, but I'm not entirely sure if they can actually promote to Serie B. I think that they can promote to Serie B, but they are unable to promote to Serie A, of course. So let's see what do we do with this team. Pro Patria, it's 20th place after 16 matches. We are a regular league of 20 teams. Now if we go to the rules in Italian Serie C are a little bit crazy, a little bit different than any of the other leagues. First, we have the first team in the league is about to promote directly to Serie B, and then you have a playoff from 2nd place to 10th place. Now depending on where you are here, you are going to the playoff in the first round, second round, or the quarterfinals, and after this you are about to play also teams from the other series of Serie C, so Serie C B and Serie C. Okay, so we are quite far from there. We stand here at 15 points. The last place for the playoff is at 22 points, so we are supposed to surpass half of the table, yeah, to go from 20th place to 10th place in order for us to have any chance at this playoff, in case we target that. But our target and what we actually discussed with the board was that we are supposed to work within our budget. We have quite a good wage budget, 2.4 million. We are spending 2 million on wages, so we are quite okay from this point of view. We can actually do something nice here if we are able to bring in a couple of players. You can imagine we have about 20% of unspent budget. So the team can be improved with 20%, even if we bring 1 or 2 players that can fit into this 200k per year, which are quite good players for Serie C. This means that we will be able to challenge a little bit further than the previous manager who brought this team on 20th place. Before that, remember to subscribe if you like this video, and if you want to see more, turn on the notification bell and please give us a like in case you like the video. Now the end of current season, what are we supposed to be doing until the end of current season? We need to avoid relegation from Serie C A and Serie C Cup, which is a cup for teams in Serie C, is not that important, which is good because they are not judging us on that. Then of course they want us just to continue remaining in Serie C. They are not requiring us to promote further, but the contract is only for 7 months. So we start on 30th of November. This was the second team because, as showed last time, we had another interview with a team in Serie C, which was Paganisi from the small town of Pagani. They have quite a similar stadium, a much newer team, because Aurora Pro Patria, of course, it's a team from the beginning of the 20th century. It has 100 years. It's 102 years old, yeah. But they didn't achieve that much. If we are looking to their history, we can do much better, I think. They have a runner-up medal in Serie B and 3rd place in Serie C 1A. back when the system in 2009 was a bit different, not that different, but a bit different, and they won Serie C A and Serie C few times. Last time Serie C2A, which I think was a level lower than this, they won it in 2013. So let's see, I think we can do much better than this, and I hope that we will avoid relegation during this season, and then we will try, of course, because this is the purpose of the challenge Peasant to Pope, is to find a much better team and finally advance a little bit, and as soon as we can in few seasons to try to challenge for the Scudetto. Now let's see how the team looks and what we are trying to do in terms of tactics for us to have a little bit more advantage in the league. Now take into consideration this Serie C, so it's not the players are not that highly rated. If we are looking, let's say, by transfer value, our most important players are two guys who are coming on loan. Baldanzi, who is mostly playing at this trequartista or number 10 role, but he can also play as a false 9. We are loaning him from Empoli and we don't have any option to buy him, so he even prefers to play as this attacking midfielder number 9 role. And then we have Nicolo Pierozzi from Fiorentina, 20 years old, another young guy. We don't have an option to buy him either, so the two are valued much higher than our transfer budget, so I don't think that we will be able to buy them, so we will need to use them as good as possible and as much as we can in these 7 months to help us avoid relegation. Of course, you see Pierozzi was not that used by our former manager, so probably we will need to use him a little bit more. I like him in an inverted winger role here, but here I have two ideas to how to play the team. First one is a cautious 4-4-2, which is a direct counter attack. Now, of course, as a team way below the divisions, their 4-4-2 is suited, and it's quite easy to implement because the players are, let's say, they can do this system quite okay. So it is quite easy to implement. If we go here, we see that we have these two guys who can play striker, but Baldanzi wants to play more of an attacking midfielder role. So starting from here, I have the other idea, which I will show you right now. It's a second system, which would be this 4-4-1-1 with Baldanzi just behind the striker. Now, of course, this 4-4-1-1 could be even more enhanced, and we can even do something like this, playing a 4-2-3-1 with these guys here. But unfortunately, on the right side, we don't really have very good players. We have Colombo, who is one of our better players, let's say, in the squad, but he is 38 years old and probably he will retire. I'm not expecting to use him also next season in case we will remain at Pro Patria and we will not be given the boot. Then on the left side we are a little bit better equipped. We have Pizul as a left back who can play wing back also, so he can play both roles in the defense left. He's quite okay in crossing and he's quite good in all the physical attributes. And of course Pierozzi, who is on loan from Fiorentina. Now this is the team. If we are looking in terms of leadership or in terms of players who are really good for this division, one of them is Nico. Nico is one of the older guys in the team, and of course if we are going to the dynamics and to the hierarchy, Nico is here as a vice captain next to this guy Colombo, who is of course the age dean, or this is, I think, the term in English, the guy who is the oldest in the team and can really provide leadership. So then we have Nico Gianluca coming as a free transfer. You can see that he played in multiple leagues here in Serie B, a few seasons with Pescara and Mantova. about 10 years ago. He's 33, so we need to take that into consideration, but he is one of the better players in the squad and probably one of the good players in this league. So let's look at the schedule, because of course we took the team at the middle of the season. 16 games played, we have another 22 to go to reach the 38 games as a mark that we have. We will participate to a very nice press conference with only one journalist, but what they are saying, we've managed to attract national attention. This means that this one journalist, Fabio Orlandi, is from a national newspaper, the Italian Football Informer. So once this button is active, I like to go through as little questions as possible. So let's go to the first game. We are playing Feralpisalo, who are on 4th place. So Feralpisalo is a very interesting team from Serie A, who are fighting for promotion, or at least for the playoff that will give them the possibility to be promoted. So we have quite an important test. If we are looking at the schedule, we are playing 3rd place and 4th place in the first 2 games in charge. We are playing now Feralpisalo, who are 4th, and after this we'll play Albino Lefe, who are 3rd place in Serie C. So let's see if we are able to do it. So we will go with a cautious 4-4-2. Which will bring these 2 guys here. We have Piu, Nico and Gali. Gali is a central midfielder support, and Nico will be a box-to-box. We have Saporetti and Lombardoni, and then we have our older player Colombo, and then Pizzul as a wing-back, but wing-back defend. We will try to play a direct kind of football without too many instructions, quite narrow, so we will stay towards center of the pitch a lot. We will play directly and with higher tempo, so it's a high intensity. It seems that we are having the possession 75 to 80% of possession, but first highlight is for Feralpisalo. Lupi scores with a header. So they had 2 or 3 players here. We are really unable to mark. Gali was coming from the midfield, but Saporetti and Lombardoni, who are our central defenders, were not able to mark this guy. Lupi, Diamonte, Guidetti, and then Corrado with a 9. We aren't able to block anything. It seems we aren't able to mark the people, but then again we are playing the 4th. We are on 20th place, so maybe I'm asking too much from them. We are having 4 shots, 3 on target, but no highlights. So we are doing a couple of changes at the break. We are bringing in Giovanni Fieta for Alessandro Piu, who didn't really play quite well. And Fieta will be this kind of ball-winning midfielder, defensive midfielder role, and we will play like a diamond, but we will have Pierozzi here who will fill in case Gali and Baldanzi want to go forward. Of course, I would prefer Gali to stay a little bit wider so that these 2 can, change positions in case Gali will go a little bit further, but we will need Nico here, who is one of our better players, to really run things and play as a box-to-box, but he will be helped a lot by Fieta. In case I didn't show you at the beginning, we will play narrow, not very narrow so far, but narrow, and also when we are out of position we will try to force the opposition outside. So we are playing quite low. Maybe this is one of the facts. This is why the other team is really creating more, not so much in terms of numbers, because we are also there with a few shots, but shots on target and real occasions, they are a little bit better than us. We have more possession, but then again we are not creating, so maybe we are keeping possession between our defenders, which doesn't really help us in our cause. Of course, I'm not expecting so much, and I shouldn't be expecting from the first 2 matches, since we are playing 3rd and 4th place, and we are in the last place in this league. So most probably what we will need some good showing and something to build on for the future matches with lower rated teams, when we will really be able to gain some points. So they are having some possession also with the keeper and so on. So this team is also making some possession on the back side with the defense and building up quite steadily, quite on a low pace, but we aren't able to get the ball out of them. Spagnoli now, another crossbar. So we made a couple of more offensive changes, but I don't know. We have a highlight here. Let's see if we are able to do anything. Pesenti, Colombo, maybe now with a cross. We have one or two guys in the mixer there. Nico, Pesenti, and Pierotti with a shot. Damonte now. Damonte with a long pass, so they are out of trouble. Vorlinki. Now the highlight will go on. We are recovering the ball, but now we have a corner. Baldanzi with a corner. Nico! Great header, but much too high. Castorani. Pisano. We are not really covered now. They can get us on the counter. But Pierotti with a nice recovery. Castelli. Baldanzi now. Baldanzi. Baldanzi has enough space. Let's see if he can get a cross in. Oh, Pisano with a good intervention there. Good tackling from the Feral. Good tackling. Fieta. Oh, what a pass to our central defender Saporetti. Why would you give that pass? And that's it. That's it. We lost our first game, but it was just a 1-0 loss. I can say that I'm proud of their efforts. We really showed on the second part of the game that we were able to take something out of this game. So even after a team meeting where the spirits were raised a little bit, so the morale of the team was a bit higher, and even after some changes in the tactical department, we weren't able to get anything from the match against third place Albino Leffe. We tried to play a 4-4-1-1 with Baldanzi here, who created lots of chances for us. We actually had really 3 shots on target and an XG of 0.66, which is quite good for us, but we weren't able to score. We weren't able to create real very good chances. We got 2 goals from Manconi, Jacopo Manconi. We are really very bad at marking, so even though we played with a higher defensive line, we weren't able to mark this guy, and they were able to get some very simple passes behind our defense, and this guy Manconi is unbelievable in front of our goalkeeper Capril, who didn't have the best games of all. Then the gamble that we took, putting Parker here instead of Davide Castelli, did not pay off, so we had to substitute Parker with Castelli somewhere in the beginning of second half. Unfortunately, one of our better players, Baldanzi, has a tight groin, so he is injured, out for 2-3 days, but our schedule is looking a little bit better going forward, as the next game is with Lecco, the 17th place team, so just a little bit above us. We will try to make the best of it, and we will try, of course, to win and have our first points in Serie C with Pro Patria. Keep close, give us a like, and follow us for the next episode.